Kidnapped and robbed by the police in Ghana. I was kidnapped by 3 masked police officers. They covered their license plate. They didn't have name badges on. They completely covered their face. And as soon as they decided they wanted to take us, they took our phones and my camera. So I couldn't record. I couldn't contact anyone. I couldn't even look up, what was legal for the police to do. And obviously, not sure the law would have helped. They are the law like that. So.
For you are welcome to Talk, where we talk and talk and talk about trending issues, entertainment news, celebrity gossips, what they go on for town, who they do what for town, who they worry who they this who. What's crowd and they talk. We day here, we will talk about them. Now, for video we will share Kakra we you sure say by this time go that. I mean, it's been going on and on everywhere. It is everywhere. It's trending everywhere. And to make sure say by this time we that. Now video we to you or for those of you who video a video I had trending about Black American lady there or Ghana for a couple of days and now a video at to rank sunny page say Ghana police for me I thought share back seats or one coffee na downfall the local ATM and Okoyiska $400 currently with a dollar rate close to 4,000 or 4,500 there or and the whole lot what I say this lady has trended now opposite video a lot of people had a lot of things to say about it because Ghana had here when you see the words kidnapping. I mean Ghana had here police for being a bit kidnapping, it went on and on and on and on and on. Now, and then there has been an interesting development, and also Bremo Talk channel where so. Now, let's say as a Sonia subscriber here, Ubebo subscriber, we are not clicking bell notification so. Send a video, be a debate to Mubiano, Ubenya Alex, or Baba Shama, and Nabia Kama, Nangefe, they do. Your friend yourself, I have no Talk. Okay, welcome back, family. So going into the story, now, woman we on the video number 2, I think yesterday somewhere in America and an opanimu video trending. Now, time my video need trending for some people were talking about it and all that. Emma, acting deputy CEO Ghana Tourism Authority, Abebu Santana, reacted to video we on one kasani X and our Twitter handle. Now video the page in that screen also so yes, this is indeed Abeku Santana's X account or the Twitter account. Verification mark let's go into what Abeku Santana showed and say Ghana Tourism Authority. We as the Ghana Tourism Authority have taken notice of a video circulating on social media alleging that some visiting Black Americans were kidnapped and extorted by individuals posing as officers. The Ghana Police Service and Cyber Security Authority have commenced full investigations into the matter. We remain committed to ensuring the safety and security of all visitors to Ghana. Now, the account is a caption Abebu Santana edit to Ghana Tourism Authority or communicate now out. So now reading Ghana Tourism Authority and Kasa letter no it has the Ghana Tourism Authority letterhead, their address and all that. Or say for immediate release, statement on circulating video involving visiting Black Americans. So the content reads: the Ghana Tourism Authority (GCA) has taken note of a video circulating on social media in which some visiting Black Americans allege that they were kidnapped and extorted by individuals purported to be police officers. We wish to state clearly that the Ghana Police and the Cyber Security Authority have already launched full investigations into the matter. The agencies are handling the issue with the urgency and seriousness it deserves, and the public will be updated upon conclusion of their work. As Ghana welcomes thousands of visitors for this year's December in Ghana, GTA assures all travelers and the public that the country remains a safe and trusted destination. Our security systems, supported by the national law enforcement and tourism sector partners, have been reinforced to guarantee the safety, comfort, and peace of mind of all visitors throughout the festive season. We urge the public to remain calm and allow the security agencies to complete investigations. Visitors who require assistance or wish to make inquiries may contact GTA on 0579 579019 and then 030 700 7100, or reach us via WhatsApp on 0546 352240. Ghana remains open, secure, and welcoming. Visitors should have full confidence in their safety. And then there is a signature there, Bright Asempa Chadide, Director, Corporate Affairs for Chief Executive Officer. Okay, my people, so when they communicate and release a Ghana Tourism Authority, so this tells you how serious this whole thing is, and or how far the video went. Now, before I go into the other matters, video, the Akamo, Yanko someone leading the car here, how see Kano, because the police officers know, Nakano Bon, Ebimu Bon, and all that, Yanko Shembra.
Kidnapped and robbed by the police in Ghana. I was kidnapped by 3 masked police officers. They covered their license plate, they didn't have name badges on, they completely covered their face, and as soon as they decided they wanted to take us, they took our phones and my camera. So I couldn't record, I couldn't contact anyone, I couldn't even look up, what was legal for the police to do. And obviously, not sure the law would have helped. They are the law like that. So the Uber driver that picked us up at the end of the night told me that this is something that happens frequently. The police set up these checkpoints all over the city, and they'll stop you for anything. Like, you could not come to a complete stop. You could have something on you. You could do nothing, and they will stop you. And if they find out that you're American or they suspect you might have money, then they will take you. They decided they wanted to take us. They heard my accent because they asked me a question and I had to answer. And they checked our bags. They checked our whole body. And when they looked inside my bag and they saw that I had cash, they decided I needed to get in the car. So they told me to get in the car. I tried to ask why. I tried to say, like, is there anything else we can do to handle this? No. So they told me to get in the car. And they got mad anytime I tried to ask a question. So I realized, like, I cannot fight back right now. I have to simply, like, do what they say. So there was a friend of a friend that I knew in Ghana, and we had just went out to eat. So we're in the car together. They actually cuffed him because he's from Ghana, but they didn't cuff me. They just sat me in the car and they drove us around. Little did I know we were driving in a car the whole time, but I don't know where I am. I don't have my phone. It feels like we're getting further and further from where I'm staying. Like, I'm feeling, I'm feeling terrible. One of the cops is in the back seat and he has his arm around me the entire time. They were screaming at us most of the time, and then sometimes they would decide to be nice. Like, it was definitely like a good cop, bad cop type situation. They told me I would not go back home to America. They would arrest me, and those charges would not let me, board my flight. They told my friend he was gonna go to jail. And the threats kept escalating. At one point, they even made me read a Bible verse and explain to them why that meant we should pay them before they take us to the station. This was the most nonsense I'd ever heard in my life. But again, they're all armed. There are big ass guns in the trunk. At one point, there were 5 officers with us, and then at other points, there were 3. Like, there was no leaving. There was no nothing. So at one point they pulled up at an ATM and they told me, take out as much as you can. Are you dumb? Do I look like I'm fucking dumb? And I know y'all are probably like, why'd you get in the car? Why did I get in the car? I didn't have a choice. You try resisting 5 fat ass, armed, stinky ass, and let's get into the smell, because the car stank. So at the ATM, I told them like that, obviously they couldn't go with me into the ATM. I went to tell the bank people that I was not good, but they still had my phone and my camera and the person that I was with. So I took some money out. I took out like $150 US dollars, and I went back to the car. I gave it to them. I'm thinking it's over then. No, of course it's not over. They're still trying to extort more money out of the other guy. So eventually they get about $400. And I'm tweaking because I'm like, I need to be up in the morning. Like, where am I? Who am I? Like, I just felt, I've never felt powerless like that in my life. So I said all that to say, if you're going to Accra for Dirty December or going at all, make sure you don't, I guess, look rich. I didn't even have on any designer. I had on a cheap outfit. It doesn't matter. Don't talk back to the police because they will straight up take you. Thankfully, I'm not physically harmed. $150 is nothing. They don't know that, but I'm gonna be okay, and I thank God for that. I thank God for His covering. And yeah, just wanted to tell my story.
Welcome back, my people. There you have it. In some media, lady in the car with video mono. The bottom line is say or some kidnapping or say no money na you show you too car nichi or then down for no more coffee na down for no the nichi erubi makara hina no edu be realize say he was a bit far from she was a bit far from her hotel na I was asking to call ATM go iska $150 and so later say go yibium and the whole lot these were stuff that she allegedly claims offend or she experienced. Now, another way and Ghana police so releasing statements because Obekaya on the bar out said the Ghana Tourism Authority Ghana police are launching full investigation. It's another way around somewhere 9:30 a.m. and Ghana police release a statement. Now statements not release here no. When that's you say you kind boom. Press release. Police investigates viral video of Ariana Naomi Maki, an American citizen allegedly kidnapped and robbed by persons purported to be police officers. Now it reads, the Criminal Investigation Department has launched an investigation into a viral video which a woman as identified as Ariana Naomi Maki, an American citizen, claims she was kidnapped by 5 masked men, whom she alleges were officers of the Ghana police on snap check duty in Accra, and robbed her of some amount of money. Preliminary investigations indicates that the video was recorded at a hotel in Accra where Miss Maki and 2 companions were staying. The investigation also confirmed that they checked out of the hotel on December 5th, 2025. Checks at the Kotoka International Airport also disclosed that she left Ghana on the same day. The police subsequently contacted the alleged victim to assist the investigation. She indicated to the police that she was out of the country and she could not get the names of the alleged officers, nor the number plates of the vehicle they were using. Police further requested for the contact details of her friend in Ghana, who she said was with her during the time of the incident. She, however, stated that her friend does not want to be involved in the investigation. She has since deleted the video on her page, and further efforts by investigators to contact her through WhatsApp calls and messages have proved unsuccessful, as she has declined to respond and later blocked the team. Meanwhile, efforts are ongoing to secure her cooperation through appropriate diplomatic channels. The Ghana Police Service treats such allegations very seriously and remains committed to uncovering the facts in this case. Signed, Chief Inspector Bright Babanawu, Public Relations Officer, Criminal Investigations Department, CID. So my people, this be the current developments in this matter, and everything is pointing to the fact say something is wrong somewhere. So it be some way, the whole thing be some way. The way I said a seminar course to see it be some way, because this is what Ghana Police can. Ghana Police say lady no more contacting no or say one only Ghana. they no recording video no Saturday na no free Ghana or say we who police for ni di we who we ni because no share mask no ma share be their kata omo di no so any na we who but also catch police for say nadamfo na no ne wo ho also ne wo car the man one coffee no nadamfo say he doesn't want to be part of the investigation. And then she has gone ahead to block the team now. Police for na any kasano or block you. And you see, this is where the thing they look fishy. Because if you say indeed this is what happened to you, the appropriate authorities reach out. I mean, cooperate with them, and then let's see how far this matter will go. You see, because we all be Ghana with it. We know say Charlie sometimes Ghana police then they overdo. You see, and in this case, you do the video go far. So say it's true. So say if Ghana police are saying that, we are making the amount, but what blocking team, you know, you are saying say we're not for now or some kind of investigation, you know, you are literally not willing to cooperate. So something no be right. Something will be right, you see, and now the police are saying say they are trying to secure her cooperation through appropriate diplomatic channels. So right now, embassy for come inside, and Charlie, it be long. You see, this whole thing can make some way, and now the narrative outside is changing. Say, I say she dey lie. You see, then she can't do the thing for clouds. And then, as of today, you know, she has put her Instagram account on private. Oko Instagram say na account na that or 34.6k followers. Her likes is 4.4 million likes, and then on one kasano follow amount for 1,502. But as at today, you know, we're locking accounts or an account not to private. You see, and so that thing not they look good, Charlie. That thing not they look good. That thing they look like she they lie. Now, personally, on social media, I've seen a lot of people trying to link some CIA. Somebody say the CIA will send them come. Charlie, somebody to say it be the opposition party where they go give her money, but she can't tarnish Ghana image. Somebody to say our brothers and sisters for Niger.
Conspiracy theory.
Because Niger too started still the dirty December, then they won't try rebrand them some way, make it can't turn them own. You see, so some people they talk say Niger will send them. Say make she can't do that. And so say the people in the diaspora will say Ghana cry, it will be safe like that.
Yeah.
Then they go. You see, that be what people they talk for online. You see, that what people they talk for online. But I want to make we read one or two comments from people on the on social media, and then as we move on, today's episode we will do some small education when it comes to the Ghana police and their search and what the law says. You see, we will give you that small education. So say as Christmas they come, as you enter town, you go know your left from your right. You go know whether some koti you get right, say it will search you, or you don't get right. You see, we will go through that one too. So this episode will be kind of special because yes, Christmas they come. Charlie, if you enter town, you for be careful. If they drink something, you for be careful. If they chop something, you for be careful. If the woman you go somewhere, then give you something, say make you drink, you for check out. Charlie, Christmas they come. Plenty crazy things they happen for town. You see. So yeah, so this comment is from Roxanne Soul 1. Roxanne said she was sent to come and disgrace our name. Her account must be suspended to avoid future damages like this to any state or person. Malcolm X didn't lie about they using one of our own to get to us. You see, Roxanne too, they try to say, Charlie, some conspiracy theory be and since Malcolm X mono Charlie then die go. You see, but Roxanne to the talk say somebody will send them say make she come disgrace Ghana. And you know one funny thing, since this thing happened, since she puts her account on private and all, I'm out first and say and then there's a video of this same lady Oka said she was sent to Ghana on an all-paid trip to come and do content. Also, you do mama brands ni nyama, so the brands no omo dey need to do quite so onko bibi no your content and so no or say when it comes to content you have to think outside the box, you have to do crazy stuff ni nyama, you see. So side way na mama for e ka say it no I don't know post here no your content another
Clouds.
Whoa, as of say you say they didn't cost some good accounts be Charlie Bassey be somewhere if you won't do that thing. Bro, it be a whole institution as the Ghana police where you won't fuck with. How? You see how, bro? How? So, you know what? Yeah, question our video now make us say. Yeah, question no some brasses here.
Wants to know how I got flown out to create content on a trip. And I mean, housing paid for, flight paid for, food paid for. And no, it's not a brand trip. Content is so big right now, you can create content for any group. Me specifically, I go to Georgetown, and so I was able to create content for my university, and they loved it. And another institute at the university decided they wanted me to create content of their trip. So think outside the box. Think about places and organizations and institutions that don't have that expertise in content creation, but want to be seen on platforms. I'm literally at a research conference for HIV and AIDS. I have never studied immunology, HIV and AIDS, diseases, nothing of the sort. But because I'm consistently creating content for different groups for myself.
Welcome back, my people. So that was the lady all can say. On your brand wings, the brand even in Ghana say on the content. I mean, Charlie, so this whole thing is beginning to look funny. It is beginning to look some way. Wow. You see, and so yeah, so going on to the comments, they are forced to say, I'm not saying the girl's story is true. People can exaggerate, and that's for the police to investigate. But let's not pretend we are not hassled for money on these streets every day. Maybe what really bothers people is that they are watching our dirty linen in public. Now, when I miss Lydia Forsen, so air can, more money Lydia Forsen, the picture that screen also no. I mean, the all can know some way somehow it also makes sense because yes, anyone who lives in Ghana know how crazy sometimes police for a movie. What I say, when you news, you see, I mean, all of us has been in that position before where you would have to, you know, one or two be normal, like it's not right, but sanity waha. You see, in the one also say whether lady knows so wow, and then they don't send the police phone on determine. But they are forcing say, I say, they are leading me kind of higher because or a foreigner and all kind of other people outside in some way. You see, that's what Lydia Forsen is saying. But hey, that be into your opinion. As I said, that be into your opinion. Now, going by what Lydia Forsen throw, you know, I want us to do a little education here on the police and then the searches now. And then the search now we will criminal. Ura Kruma na George Mushia police also be search and I be a wire barrier on some search and all that. Let's look at what the law says about it briefly. Now, this is a page that page we will X. You're from GH Law Trends. Now, when it comes to law and cases in Ghana, we are there. I mean, they are my go-to page for matters related to law when I want to educate myself on stuff when it comes to law. Now, my page in that screen also GH Law Trends. Now, GH Law Trends, they made a thread on this particular issue and when and how police searches are supposed to be done and in what circumstances are police for a search. What I say, also, it has come to our attention that Ghana police are unlawfully searching cars and making nuisance stops to demand money from citizens. In say one, the police have the authority to search private and public vehicles to fight crime, but this authority is regulated by law. 2. Pursuant to Section 93 of Act 30, police can conduct a search in 2 ways. A. By acquiring a search warrant from a court, B. By demonstrating reasonable suspicion that a person is either possessing a stolen item or an object which is the subject of a crime. 3. Where a police officer stops you but does not have a search warrant, the police officer must tell you reasons for his suspicion to search. The reasons must reasonably justify that you either have a stolen item or possess an object that is the subject of a crime. 4. Where a police officer fails to disclose this per the reasoning of the courts in Asante versus the Republic 1972 2 GLR 177-197, which suggests that an unlawful arrest by a police officer can be objected to from a parity of reason. An illegal search can be objected to. And then 5, the person who objects may fail to comply with the order by the police to open his back or the boot of his car. If the police officer uses force to search, the person may record the police officer. Though Article 18 guarantees the right to privacy, that privacy only covers a person against a violation of his home, property, or communication. A police officer working in the view of the public and conducting a search on the street is not covered by this privacy rights. Accordingly, a person can record a police officer when the police officer is conducting a search. My people, so this be just small education there. Yes, now GH law trends person what you said. Who chrome, who driving, who nam, who trotrom, who taxi, who Uber. Police went to me share. Police were right. So the catcher said, "Officer search you, car him." Police was alright, no. But then also police catch you against or search you. It's all catch you against or search you. Now, who feel say, person obey you have every right to go to the station with the policeman or over to make your phone now with video. Again, you have every right to ask him, say, or he said then now or he said, you have the right to ask. What I said. So what this page is trying to do is say, or as a citizen, police for the human say, now at the same time, right our say. What I say. So yes, I would advise everyone to go follow this page and then try and read over and then understand what rights you have as a citizen, and then understand what the police can and what they cannot do. What I say. I'm going to talk to a friend yourself, and as usual, Mr. says, don't subscribe to the channel where subscribe so you are not clicking bell notification so the better video be the better no obenya alert na be share again give you comment section na too into share was say mine lady wey the video no who saying latest development wey no doesn't mean say we can't be this apple is see and also be see here. I mean won't say, but I mean, no one can say what I say, but share your comment section with mine na bibi anya kama na indi na nyefe. What I say again, Christmas ba obi anhwe no yi opia ahwe ho yi hwe odidi mu yi hwe onsuo mu yi, you know, just take good care of yourself. What I say, because when Christmas they come, a lot of crazy things they happen for town. What I say, just take care of yourself, take care of your family, your loved ones, and all that. Your family yourself, I'm going to talk.
Hey,